What is going on, guys? It's Suck and I'm back with a brand new video over on Super Duper Tech. Now today's video is a benchmark test for the 11-inch baseline MacBook Air. So if you just take a second out of your time to hit the like button or subscribe towards the end of the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Without any further ado, let's hit the tiles. Now again, just as I have done with my previous benchmark videos, such as with the 12-inch Retina MacBook and the iPad Pro lineup, I have created a table in the interest of saving time. Now the first test that I did conduct was a Geekbench test to test out both the single and multi-core performance of the processor. Now the next test that I did conduct was a GFX bench on Metal. Now what Metal is, it's essentially a way to render out images in games or in animations. Now for the higher intensive tasks, I did average around 55 frames per second, whereas on the lower intensive tasks, I did average around 54. Now again, just like the previous test, I did test again GFX bench, but this time, instead of testing Metal, I went ahead and tested the OpenGL scores. Now this gives us both a on-screen and off-screen render time of both high and low intensive graphical tasks. The next test that I went ahead and conducted was a disk speed test. Now the speeds that I did get was around 952 megabytes per second on the read side, as well as 296 on the write. Next up was NovaBench. Now NovaBench gives a score based on the RAM, CPU as well as GPU performance. It gives a overall score based on how well these perform together. Now the next test that I went and conducted was a basic speed test on the Wi-Fi performance, and as you can tell, I managed to get around 17.1 on the download side as well as 17.75 on the upload. Now next up, I used Cinebench to give us again another OpenGL score as well as test the CPU performance. Now Cinebench threw back the results of 25 FPS on the OpenGL side, as well as giving us a CPU score of 257. Now the last test that I did conduct was a 4K export of my 2016 12-inch Retina MacBook unboxing. Now I did also conduct the same test on the 2016 12-inch Retina MacBook, and the score difference between this MacBook Air as well as what people would consider the underpowered MacBook was quite considerable in the opposite way that you would think. Now the MacBook Air gave us a time of 5 minutes 21 seconds, whereas the 2016 12-inch Retina MacBook gave us a time which was considerably less. So guys, that has been it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, then do please smack that like button. If you're new around here, then do feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free and it won't cost you nothing. At the end of this outro, I will leave the actual videos just in case you're curious as to how I got the results that you saw in today's video. On the left hand side, you can go and check out my 2016 MacBook review, and over on the right you can go and check out my 9.7-inch iPad Pro review. That has been it for today's videos, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.